Today I want to run a little experiment with you. Normally I'm sitting inside the studio, inside a quiet room, trying to be as quiet as possible. Today I thought I'm going to take you outside with me because this is something that I do very frequently during the week. I'm trying to sit down in the morning to write my diary, my journal, and it's something that I've started doing when I read The Artist's Way. It's a book I highly recommend for anyone feeling stuck or struggling with decisions or feeling blocked in some sort of way. It's not just for artists and creatives. I would really recommend it for anyone that is creating, building, reinventing, going through life changes, life and career transitions. It's tremendously helpful. But that's not today's topic. I want to talk to you about marketing. And there are so many ways when you are starting to build a new business or you have been in your journey for a little while and you are wondering if what you're doing to market your business is actually working, and you are questioning, should you be posting on social? Should you be going on podcast tours? Should you be writing on Substack? Should you be creating a newsletter, a lead generation magnet? There are so many options. And I had quietly resisted one for quite some time because last year something happened. I went to a networking event. Actually, it was two networking events. And one of them was just terribly bad. And we basically paid money for an event that cost 50 euros. And the only thing that happened there was we said hello to a few people, and then we were being sold to for the next hours of the day. So what happened was we actually left at midday and decided that even to have lunch there wasn't really worth it. So after that, I decided networking, no, I'm definitely not doing that anymore, because it just wasn't very, I can't even say that like fruitful or what I was expecting. I just knew that what I was getting there, a sales machine telling me I had to become a member and buy and join and do all the things and do all the coachings, that I just wasn't interested in that. Like, I want to go to networking events to meet like-minded people, to do creative exchange, to talk about struggles, common challenges, to help each other, to introduce one another to each other and help elevate and support each other. That's my kind of networking event. And sometimes it's also amazing if we get to learn new things and get to experience new therapeutic modalities maybe, or techniques that help us regulate our nervous system or elevate ourselves in some way. So I'm open to all of that, but not going to an event that I'm being sold to for hours and hours. That's just not my thing. So, but quietly, it always bothered me because see and heard, especially my landlord, who is over 70 here in Palma. He's always giving me amazing advice, and he shared with me recently that his daughter built her business just on networking events alone and going to breakfasts. And I'm like, wow, okay. So funnily enough, I shared this recently in the last episode. And just this week, an event landed in my inbox And I resisted at first, and these are the notes that I actually wrote down here that I want to share with you. So I resisted at first. The word viral made me want to run instead of sign up. I don't like all the marketing that marketing bros use when they promote business coaching or marketing. You know, the whole performative marketing thing, the daily posting, the pushing your message, the selling your offer, the scarcity that needs to go with it all. No, that is not me. Definitely not. Even though I know all these methods, I've learned all these methods, I am resisting that. Why would I go to a social media workshop promoting going viral and posting viral carousels? So why go? I know how to create a carousel post. I thought to myself, something said there's something more there. So why don't you just go? So whatever that voice was, she was right. Because workshops are not all the same. Networking is not all the same. It all changes when you're in the room with people who are at the same place you're at, who grapple with the same questions, who feel the same loneliness, who have the same goals. This is when you have to turn the page, and I'm also trying to hold my video camera. It's all very manual here, as you can tell. Then a workshop becomes more than a classroom. It becomes a place of connection. A room with strangers becomes a safe space, a mirror for yourself, a sounding board, a co-creative space filled with possibility, happiness, and laughter. So, along with that, I want to share that Mallorca specifically has this way of attracting a particular type of person. So sometimes you don't realize what you missed until you're in the right room with the right kind of people, until the moment you experience it. Maybe you have a little voice like that too in your head. Maybe next time you want to listen to it, because I am so lucky and grateful that I did, because I had a wonderful day. I met some fantastic people. I had some amazing exchanges. I actually sat in a room with some of the people reflecting back to me my type of target group and my type of person that I want to work with. And along with that, they voice their struggles and what is difficult for them and why. And so this way you can hear it in their own words and help people like that even better. And I think that's happened to all of us in some way, shape, or form. And it's been a great opportunity for everyone to connect and learn from each other and with each other. And next time I have the opportunity to go to a workshop and a networking event like this, I will not wait until an hour before to make that decision. So that's something I want to leave you with today, just for this very short episode, that networking, if done in the right kind of way, is extremely valuable and is something that helps you to, get out, change up your energy, get out and mingle with people, even though sometimes we don't feel like it. But you will realize once you're in the room, your energy shifts and you start to create new ideas. You might have new thoughts that you haven't had before. It's because things shift and people give you feedback on stuff that you might have not thought of before. And sometimes it's a big surprise. And sometimes it's also a surprise that you might be in the room with someone that needs exactly what you offer, or that you can introduce to someone that needs exactly what they're helping with. And it can be a great opportunity for collaboration and exchange and tackling the loneliness that sometimes we all feel when building our business by ourselves. So I highly recommend doing that for you when you get a chance. And if you ever want to do it in Mallorca, we have some fantastic opportunities for you. So reach out, let me know, and we'll put you in the right rooms. Thanks for listening today. It's been a pleasure. I will see you back here next week, and make sure you subscribe and leave me a review. This is the most generous way you can support the show. Thank you so much. I'll catch you soon. Bye. And just before we get into today's episode, I want to tell you about the Sunday Shift. It's my weekly newsletter for women over 40 who are done being invisible and ready to be found online without all the camera performance. Building authentic visibility. Every Sunday, you get one woman who made it work and what you can take from her. One framework you can steal for your own story and positioning. And one question that gets you one step closer to the right people saying yes to what you have to offer. It lands in your inbox on Sunday. Then you take your time to read it and you start the next week differently. You can find the link in the show notes. It's on mamawhatsnext.com/subscribe. It's called the Sunday Shift and it's free. So now let's get back into today's episode. Enjoy.